Buongiorno, Salerno, Italy. Ha! Your main man, Lamont Anthony Wright, aka Graffiti Bleu. You are now watching gblue.com TV. At the Hotel Pinete Concello, and just outside of Salerno, Italy, about 4.9 kilometers from the festivities downtown, Salerno. I chose this hotel and not to be in a hotel in the thick of things because after the 100,000 Poets for Change conference, I actually need to get to work on the Hustlers Code because the opening scene of the Hustlers Code just so happens to be in Salerno, Italy. Just a few things real quick. The internet out here is difficult to get in spots. So doing the video blog every 48 hours may or may not happen. I'm getting plenty of footage, but I figured I just wanted to talk to the people back in the United States and let everybody know that I'm alive and well. Italy is beautiful, as you would imagine. I have been overseas before to some beautiful places, but Italy is a different kind of beautiful. When you read the blog talks about how closed off and private Italian people could be. But I must confess, I have been walking the streets of Salerno 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not saying it's not dangerous or anything like that, but I really did not feel like the normal rules of the streets did not apply. You know what I mean? As long as you was going from point A to point B, and no one bothered me. All the poets from around the world are here at the conference. I'm meeting activists and politicians and all kinds of crazy people that are under the banner of poetry. Very cool stuff. I got an invitation to do a series of shows out in Paris, which I'm way excited about. Shout out to my main man, Zorro. Yes, his name is Zorro. For the invitation. I will certainly be out there. It's election time out here in Italy, so you may hear some of the politica, the politics. They have these political cars that go around blasting who to vote for on the megaphone. The food, wonderful. The wine, fantastic. The people are absolutely beautiful. All of them are. Hashtag no homo on that. And that's just it. A period of great reflection for me. Just before I came out here, I had what I would call, and many spiritual people would call, this kind of spiritual death, where the man who I was spiritually had died, and I was reborn with a greater focus on the Most High and a greater focus on what really matters, not necessarily concerned with matters of fear or fearful people. I don't care if you're scared. I don't give a fuck if you don't have the courage to live your life. I could give two shits because this life, or at least this life in this body, in this flesh, is too short to really be concerned with anything other than those thoughts of love. So I'm on a love campaign, and I don't even care if that sounds corny, because it is what it is. In other news, I will not be at Terry Moore's show. I know he put it on Facebook that I will be attending, but no, that won't happen. Message to Terry Moore. I'm not disrespecting your hustle, but I will say this. A man who says that he is of faith and he has a strong, not only a strong faith-based following, but says he has a relationship with God himself. I am a bit concerned that you don't go back to your faith and basically just treat poets how you would like to be treated. That's scripture. So the whole not compensating poets in the form of either pay gas money or at least a vendor table is a bit concerning to me. The fact that you would put me on the bill for such a show, which I am honored to be a part of, but I can't because I'm in Italia. It's cool, but to do that without a courtesy phone call or follow-up is basically bad fucking business, dog. It is, and this isn't a shot. I'm all for unity. Like I said, I'm on the love campaign, and I'm not trying to devalue you or your brand. I had a great time at Love Jones 3, although I pretty much had to sell books myself without a vendor table. So just keep that in mind. Does a man of faith with a faith following treat artists and or poets, painters, singers, comedians, or whatever, musicians, does a promoter in your position of power, an OG, treat people like you would not want to be treated? I know your rebuttal is basically, well, who in the city is paying? Anyway, guys like myself are international. Guys like Ike Torres, international. Guys like David DeMola, international. So if we're doing shows in Italy and going on tour to Gay Paris, you could offer a vendor table. That's what I'm thinking. That's what you think? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Next, shout out to everybody back home. I'll be home soon.